Well, we're here at Kettering Health Hamilton in the special care nursery. Brad, who is here with us?
So, Paul, this morning or this afternoon, we're recognizing Kristen as our most recent Daisy Award winner here at Hamilton.
And Kristen, you were nominated by not one but two patients, right?
Yeah, I can't believe it.
And you didn't have any idea that we were coming here, did you?
No, I was very surprised. I never thought I even got nominated.
So, Brad, maybe just share just a brief highlight for the folks why Kristen was nominated.
So, Kristen was nominated. She's actually recognized by two new moms who specifically wrote in nominations to recognize the quality of care, but more than that, the compassionate care that Kristen brought to them. Just mentioning the amount of time she spent with them, explaining things, helping through the scary process of having a baby. One mom shared that her baby was sent to the nursery, and that was scary, and Kristen stayed with her and just was so supportive throughout that, and that's really what the Daisy recognizes.
So, Kristen, why did you take those few extra seconds with the mom? Is that something that you were taught, or is that something in the training manual, or why did you do that?
Well, I've always wanted to be a nurse ever since I was younger, and maternity's always been something that I've wanted to do. And so, to me, the compassion kind of comes naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm just a gentle and patient person naturally, but when somebody's in a stressful situation, my mom always taught me to, look at others as they go through difficult experiences and know that, everyone has their moment in life where they're trying to go through things, and labor is a stressful experience.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of something that I keep in the back of my mind when I take care of patients is, they just need the love and support and compassion when they're going through this process because, even if it's their 10th baby, it's still a scary and different process for them every single time. So
your gentleness and patience really shone through, and your mom would be very proud. So let's learn a little bit more about how long you've worked here. So you work here at Kettering Health Hamilton, but how long here at Kettering Health?
I've been here for 4 years, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I love this network. And I love the compassion that this network has for patients and families too.
So of all the different fields of nursing, why choose family birth? And in this case, special care and delivery?
I've just always loved moms and babies and taking care of them. I don't know. I've just always had that in my heart to take care of moms and to take care of babies. And to this day, I still do both labor and delivery and nursery, and I love both sides of both of them.
If you were to look back over your nursing career, what advice would you give yourself if you were thinking about becoming a nurse when you first decided to become a nurse?
I'm definitely glad that I did it. Very, very happy with how I've evolved into becoming a nurse and into becoming, independent, supportive person of other people. And I would say continue doing what I do every day. Just treating people, how I would want to be treated, how they should be treated during a stressful experience or a difficult experience, any experience really that they have in the hospital that would make a difference in their care.
Well, Kristen, here at Kettering Health Hamilton, right here actually, we get to welcome new life into this world, and sometimes we hold the hands of those when life ebbs away. But it's your caring spirit that ultimately defines our success. So thank you. Very big congratulations. Well deserved for being this month's Daisy nominee. And thank you for all that you do to make Kettering Health Hamilton such a special place.
Thank you.
We just got done recognizing Kristen, so stay tuned. You want to hear the whole story about what patients said about Kristen. Congratulations. Stay tuned.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. And Kristen, I don't think you're surprised, but we are here to recognize you as our most recent Daisy Award winner.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe you are surprised.
Surprised.
Yeah,
I thought it was a dead
No, I
giveaway.
didn't know. I didn't even know I was nominated, so wow.
Kristen, you were, well, first let me just tell you a little bit about the Daisy Award in case you don't know. So the Daisy Award was started by the Barnes family. Their son Patrick Barnes had an autoimmune disorder and was in and out of the hospital a lot. And towards the end of his life, or as he passed away, the family decided that they wanted to start a foundation to recognize nurses. A couple of things that are specific to the Daisy Foundation. One is that they said we expected highly competent care, but what stood out to them in and out of the hospital so many times was the compassionate care that they received from the nurses. So they started the foundation really to recognize the nurses and that holistic, compassionate care that the nurses bring to the patients. The other thing that's unique to the Daisy Award is that it's always linked with cinnamon rolls. And the history behind that is that Patrick, as he was nearing the end of his life, he didn't have any appetite. And one day his dad brought in a Cinnabon, and he asked if he could have a bite. And his dad said, well, sure. And pretty soon the whole cinnamon roll was gone. And so then when he left, he asked his dad, would you bring back a cinnamon roll tomorrow and bring one for all the nurses? So since then, Cinnabon or cinnamon rolls, and then as they started the Daisy Foundation, they partnered together. We want to recognize you as our most recent Daisy Award winner. You said you didn't know you were nominated. You actually were nominated by 2 different patients.
Oh my gosh.
So when a patient takes the time to nominate you, it really means a lot. And so I'm going to actually read through both of these nominations real quick. One says, Kristen made me feel at ease while being in her care, constantly made sure my needs were met. She made a connection with me in my relation to motherhood while helping me with breastfeeding techniques she used with her little one at home. Knowing there is a consultant for that, I appreciate her going above and beyond. So this is from, sounds like a young mother here. And then another one from one of our own employees who had a baby here, and you helped care for her. Says, Kristen was my nurse on the day that I delivered my first baby. I am an occupational therapist and work with Kristen in the special care nursery. So I knew her kindness and care for her patients, but experiencing it firsthand was entirely different. One of the first things Kristen said to me that morning was, we're going to make sure you have a baby today. She was determined to help me through labor, help labor progress, and be there for me as I delivered my baby. Throughout the entire process, she answered all of my husband and my questions, which were a lot as we were first-time parents. She never made us feel like our questions were silly. When new medications or procedures were needed, she fully explained them to us so we could understand what was happening. She spent so much time in my room monitoring me and helping me through labor. When my son was born, he had to briefly go to the special care nursery due to some concerns with his breathing. This was very scary for me and heartbreaking as they wheeled my baby out of my room, and I was unable to follow due to my epidural still being in effect. I was very emotional and broke down in tears. My husband was with our son, but Kristen stayed with me, hugged me, and comforted me during this scary time. She promised to help me visit my baby as soon as I was physically able. Kristen went above and beyond to provide exceptional care to me. She made the very scary process of labor and delivery, and my son needing further care in the special care nursery, so much better with her kindness and compassionate care as a nurse. I have always enjoyed working with Kristen, but now that I have seen her, from the patient's point of view, I have a whole new appreciation for her. So Kristen, that kind of caring is exactly what the Daisy Award is here to recognize. So thank you, and I'd like to just recognize you. So we have several things here to recognize you. One, you get the Daisy bouquet. You get the, so here's the actual recognition plaque here.
Oh my gosh.
From the Daisy Foundation. We have a Daisy pin somewhere for you. We will have a Daisy pin under your badge,
Okay.
just recognizing you as a Daisy winner. And I think one of the really the neatest things is just this little statue, which is called the Caregiver's Touch. It's actually hand carved in Africa, and it represents the nurse and the patient and the care that's provided there in a compassionate way. So thank you, Kristen. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then, of course, you have cinnamon rolls to share with your team or take home or whatever you feel like doing. Cinnamon rolls.
I think I'll share.
I have a feeling they might not make it home.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, and we're having everyone sign our Navy banner, and we
Okay.
will hang this out in a prominent location just to recognize you as one of our Daisy Award winners as well. So, Kristen, thank you. And we'd love to get some pictures.
Yeah.